Hello and welcome back, YouTubers, to another episode of Pokemon Theories. I'm your host, Protomario, and this is the show where we discuss theories ranging from Red being a ghost to why the heck Jinx looks the way she does. Hello and welcome back, YouTubers. I'm Protomario, and today's Pokemon Theory is how did Lance become the champion? Lance of the Elite Four, remember? Lance, the Dragon Trainer, the ultimate hidden boss, the final boss, if you will, in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. Please keep this to the main games, guys. Remember, this Pokemon theory pertains to the games, so outside sources like anime, manga, and things of that nature will play a very small part in this theory. So, how did Lance become a champion if he was a part of the Elite Four? We recently covered how does one become an Elite Four, and came up with the answer that they obviously must have been a gym leader beforehand as one of the requirements. Now, that may or may not be super concrete, but at least it gave some credence to the theory. In the games, Lance is depicted as being from Blackthorn City. Again, the Pokemon Adventures manga series depicts him from being from the Viridian Forest, but Blackthorn descent. So, you know. Anyways, Pokemon hasn't been the best game as in terms of how it depicts its enemy characters. It has two illegal Pokemon battles. Lance does. Yes, he does. In fact, Lance battles in the way allowing his Dragonite to use Barrier in Red and Blue, and his Aerodactyl knows Rock Slide in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Anyways, moving a bit forward also, just a little bit of trivia. When Lance confronts the secret underground radio base in Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver, Lance has his Dragonite attack a human being. And if you take a good look, you'll notice that Lance is attacking him and not a Pokemon because he doesn't have a Pokemon out. Lance then proceeds to rip apart the base completely, and when he says you might have needed help, he was just hanging back, and says you look like you had it or you were okay without him. Thanks, Lance. Anyways, douchebag Lance. Yeah, well, moving on, guys. To become a champion, one has to best the Elite Four. Being the last of the Elite Four, I would assume that Lance was the most powerful and had already bested the Elite Four. But then again, how does one verse himself? So how did Lance become the champion? Well, from my assumption, Lance, after being defeated by Champion Blue and Champion Red, and, well, having Blue and Red run out, there was a gap. No champion. We just sent the call out. We waited God knows how long for these two trainers to pop up, and they both disappear. One becomes a frickin' gym leader, and the other one just goes to some mountain to fade away. I don't even know if he was real. I think he was a ghost. What about you guys? And Agatha's just sitting in the back being real quiet. Well, anyways, guys, the general consensus would have to be that excuse me. Lance appointed Koga to be the new Elite Four in his stead. This would allow him to take the place of the champion. So you see, Koga was a necessary replacement. Lance may or may not have wanted Koga. For example, Blaine is so dedicated to his gym that he moved his gym onto the Seafoam Islands after the volcano erupted. So, obviously, Lance wasn't giving up his position as gym leader. So next in line would either be Sabrina or Koga. So obviously Koga's the weaker of the two, so Lance approaches Sabrina. But Sabrina had an ongoing battle or rivalry with the local gym leaders in her town, and she had beaten them. Remember the fighting gym? So she beat them out with her psychic powers, and if she had left, then they would obviously have taken over. And well, you can't have that. So obviously, next in line was Koga. So he asks Koga to join. Hey, you want to be part of the Elite Four? Koga's got a daughter as a replacement lined up to replace his vacant gym spot, and thus the Elite Four join. He takes over as the champion. Now, to prove that he was a champion, this is gonna get good, guys. Just wait and see. The Elite Four wait at the good old champion spot up there, the Poke League. There's no leaving. They just don't do it. And when they have to leave, they close it off, which means they can't accept challengers, right? Alright, so we're all in the general consensus. If one of the Elite Fours left, they wouldn't be able to accept challengers. Remember what I said about Lance going in and fighting the underground radio station? Checking out the Lake of Rage with the red Gyarados? Yeah. Now you really think about it. If Lance was part of the Elite Four, they would have to close down challenges in order for him to leave and do that. So at that point in time, Lance must have already been a champion. So, how did Lance become a champion? Simple. There was a vacant spot in the champion. They had waited so long for a champion to come along, and both the champions left. They realized that they battled the ghost, which was red. All of them freaked out. Lance decided to take over, promoted Koga from gym leader to Elite Four. Bada bing, bada boom, investigates the radio tower, attacks people with Dragonite, uses Hyper Beam to destroy the place. Real cool, no police involved. Everyone goes home happy. Silver, gold, challenge the Elite Four, blah, blah, blah. We get it. So guys, that's my Pokemon theory for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and I once again would invite you to leave a comment in the section below. How do you think Lance became part of the Elite Four? Now, I understand there may be a little bit of loopholes here, but I'm just trying to throw out an opinion with a little bit of evidence and facts backing it up. With enough air and opportunity for someone else's idea. So thanks for watching, guys, and once again, I am very, very happy to have you with me. Just leave a comment in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys, and happy gaming.